Today, I'm going to be going over everybody who I've invested in here in MLB The Show 22 for this upcoming roster update, and who I'm going to be looking at to buy some more of come Friday with what should possibly be a market crash with the brand new program. I always get a lot of people asking me all the time, who should I invest in, etc., etc. So in this video, in addition to all that, I'm going to show off some quick math at the end as well to show off what kind of payouts I could be having if we get some nice upgrades here come next Friday to MLB The Show 22 with the next roster update coming. I want to make sure y'all are prepared, ready to go with what should be a market crash this weekend. Be ready to come in and pick a lot of these guys up. First guy here I got a lot of is Edwin Diaz. He has been absolutely filthy this year. Honestly, he's not far above quick sell right now either. You can see that 1662 on the sell now. Quick sell value for these 84s is 1500. So Edwin Diaz, if he possibly gets down to 1500 come Friday with this influx of packs we should be getting, man, that is a buy every single time. I got 103 of them. One of the guys I have the most of, only one more player I have more of here than Edwin Diaz. Got a ton of him. Been really liking what I've seen of him this year. Most importantly, he has been limiting the walks, which is huge for him. He did walk somebody in his last outing, but he got 3 strikeouts to go with that. That was his first walk since April 26th. So he's starting to limit the walks a little bit this year, and you can see with that 49 walks per 9, I'm covering up a little bit, but there is a ton of room to grow there. I like Edwin Diaz a lot. Obviously, if he manages to go diamond, I'm looking at a pretty big payday right there. Got a lot of eggs in that basket. Edwin Diaz, I picked up almost all of my Diaz's at 900 subs apiece when he was an 82 overall. So I got in nice and early on Edwin Diaz. Already have a pretty nice payday locked in here so far. Assuming he doesn't blow up at all over the next week, couple days or so, I'm feeling really good about Diaz getting that diamond bump, and I'm going to be cashing in on close to over 300,000 stubs there. Next guy I'm looking at here, Shane McClanahan. Got 105 of him. He is the guy I have the most of right now. Looking for him to get that big +2 to get up to diamond. Price very high right now. Price already over 1 in 84. He had a great start in his last outing. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. Really dominant stuff there from McClanahan. Almost all of his per 9s can go up. A +2, not out of the question at all. He should sneak in one more start in this roster update period. So as long as that's a good start, McClanahan looking to get hopefully a +2 if he can get to diamond for me, and Edwin Diaz can get to diamond. That's over 600,000 stubs. I am ready to cash it on. You can notice as well, I got 396K right now. I'm holding that till Friday to go all in on double, tripling down on some of these guys possibly come Friday. It's looking like this next roster update come the Friday after this one could be what sets me up to have stubs rolling throughout the entire year. It takes that one big roster update where you cash in a massive way and you're set up ready to go for the entire season. Next guy I got here, Pablo Lopez. We got in on him when he was in 82, so 900 or so stubs a piece. Pretty consistently picking those 47 I have now up at quick sell. So already have a pretty good rebound on him. A +2 for Pablo in this update may not quite happen. Unfortunately, did not have the best start last night. I believe he gave up 3 runs in 3 innings, 4 hits. He had a couple strikeouts to go along with that, which is, you know, that is where he needs to grow at the end of the day. But overall was not a great start for Pablo. We really needed that dominant outing from him to kind of cement himself into that diamond tier. I still like Pablo a lot long term though, and if he were to dip down to 1200 subs, that 83 quick sell value would 100% be looking at picking up more of him. Other Marlin I got, Sandy Alcantara. We're sitting on 32 of him, so not a ton, but was picking him up for 160 or so stubs the other day. Had a pretty solid outing the other night. Pitched 8 innings, only giving up 3 hits and 1 run. He only struck out 5. We want to see those strikeouts move on up a little bit for Sandy, but if he keeps going 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 run baseball, JD's got to get some really solid upgrades. He's gotten downgraded in both roster updates so far, so hopefully he starts the trend back upwards. His last 2 starts, he's given up 1 run combined between those, striking out 11 in what was 15 innings pitched. sorry, 2 runs combined in his last 15 innings, only 5 hits allowed. So he's pitching really well. We need the strikeouts to go up a little bit. He didn't walk many people in his last outing either, though, so lots of room to grow on that walks per 9. Hopefully Sandy can possibly creep back up into that gold tier in this update, start making that push to be what I think could possibly be a diamond pitcher down the line. Next guy we got here is Zach Gallen. I don't have a lot of him, just 16. I got priced out of him pretty quick, trying to get some here at Quick Sell. I was trying to get as many as I could at that 900 stub total for Gallen, but just didn't quite have the stubs to get enough. And now, of course, his price has ballooned up 1,500 on the buy now right now for an 82 is really, really high. That's 80 for Quick Sell value. Gallen, though, does pitch tonight, the night of this video. So a good start tonight for Gallen. And he could be pushing himself into that +3 territory to get up to diamond. That would be a big jump, especially after just getting a big jump the week before. But it's definitely not impossible. He's going to have to strike out some batters. He's going to have to limit the walks, which he only has 1 walk over his last 3 starts. So those walks are being limited. He's got to get some strikeouts tonight. He does that. Possibly his last update of the period. Should be his last update of the roster update period. That Gallen could be getting to that +3 diamond push, which, hey, even though I just have 16, put myself on a really solid opportunity to at least cash in some off of that. And not to mention, if he were to drop down in price tomorrow with a possible market crash, I would be all in on getting Gallens. I fully expect to drop most of this 400,000 stubs into the market come Friday at guys at Quick Sell who have a really strong opportunity to go up. Next guy we're looking at here, Freddie Peralta. Again, somehow downgraded in the last roster update. Still don't understand that, but I think he took it a little personally. He's very close to Quick Sell right now, 640 on the sell now. He should get down to 600 come Friday. I may be all in on a guy like Freddie. Was dominant in his last start, 7 innings, 10 Ks, 1 walk, 2 hits. You can see that 51 walks per 9. I'm covering that up, but he has 51 walks per 9 on his card. His last starts, right? Let's go over them. 7 innings, 1 walk. 5 2/3, 1 walk. 5 innings, 2 walks. 6 innings, 0 walks. He's not walking that many batters this year, especially when you break it down to the last couple starts that he's put in here. His last 3 starts, he's walked 4 batters in 17 innings. His 51 walks per 9 can get a really solid bump, and that could be the difference of him getting a +2, a +3 even for a guy like Freddie. He's been pitching so well after a rough couple starts early on in the year, kind of inflated a couple of his numbers. He's back. He has been absolutely dominating. Last pitched on Monday, so should still get 1 more start in this roster update period. If he is effective in that start and good, I think a +2 at minimum, possibly even a +3 there possible for a guy like Peralta. He should at least get back to the 82 that he was before he got downgraded. Freddie Peralta, a guy who has diamond caliber pitching in his system. He can be a diamond caliber pitcher. Pitches in a very, very favorable division to do so. I think he could get back there the way he's pitching right now. I think it took a little personally that he went down to 81. So I got 76 of him right now. Again, he gets down to 600 Friday. I may pick up another 100 or so of Freddie because, man, I just really love what Freddie's doing right now. And at 600 subs a piece, we're not risking any super low barrier to entry as well. But we're chilling with 76 right now, feeling really good about that. I got 80 here of Carlos Correa. I had picked all these up when he was hot, prior to getting hit in the hand and being out for 2 weeks or so. He missed, but he's back now. First game back was last night. He did not miss a beat. 2 for 4 with a double. First game back from his injury. If he continues that, I mean, Correa has diamond potential. We know the type of player Carlos Correa can be. We know that he is one of the best players in baseball when he's playing at his best. And you look at his card, right? We'll bring up his card real quick. Defensive floor is there. Y'all know how much we like that defensive floor. 86 fielding, it's there. His hitting attributes are just not very good right now, but he's suddenly hitting the ball much, much, much better than that abysmal start he had to the season. Correa getting hot, finding his groove and rhythm there in Minnesota. He continues to hit like that. Hasn't missed a beat in his first game back from injury. He puts together a couple solid more games here in this update period. to definitely get some slight bumps in this current roster update, maybe a +1 or so, just get the ball rolling. But long term, it continues to how he's hitting. Correa could be a guy who can easily get the diamond with that defense that he has. I mean, heck, we know Correa at his best is an MVP caliber player. He could become a 90+ diamond at some point this year. 500 subs right now, 400 is the quick sell for 80. He could get down there on Friday very easily. I love Correa at 400 subs apiece. Next guy I'm in on, I got 42 of Miles Mccall last year. He's looked really sharp this year. Has a ton of room to grow on those Ks per 9. His last start was not the best start in the world. 6 innings, 7 hits, but he limited it to just 2 earned, only walked 1 and struck out 5. So a little bit more strikeouts there for Mccall. I think he could get easily a +1 to that goal, but he's more of a long-term hold for me right now. I've really liked what I've seen of him so far this year. Plays in a division that is very favorable to pitchers. He gets some solid matchups over a 2 to 3 week period, puts together some really dominant starts. I think a mid-gold ceiling is there for Miles, and he's pitching well this year. I got most of mine around 150 stubs a piece, so if he gets his way up to that gold tier, I'm guaranteed to cash in some there. Don't know if I love him getting that +1 for this update with his start so far, but I still like him a lot long term this season. Now, a guy I do like a ton, and honestly, I'm hoping his price comes down quite a bit on Friday because I want to get hundreds more of this guy right now. Skubal has been dominant this year for Detroit. Nobody's really talking about that. He's been elite, one of the best pitchers in the league. He had 1 bad outing, really kind of 2 bad outings, but outside of that has been absolutely dominant. You take a look at his last start: 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, and most importantly, 11 strikeouts for a dude with 59 Ks per 9, and 3 hits in 6 innings for a dude with 64 hits per 9 is very good as well. He's also only lit up 2 home runs this year in 39 2/3 innings, yet has a 38 home runs per 9 rating. Skubal could be our Pablo Lopez or Zach Gallen of the last 2 updates of that high silver that gets up to that low to mid gold range, that 82, 83. I think a +3, possibly even a +4 is possible for Skubal in this update. Possibly getting 1 more start in this update period, so we'll have to see how that looks. But I love what Skubal's doing this year, man. He's looking like a guy who could be an ace for that Detroit staff. I want way more than the 42 I have, so I'm hoping he dips under closer to that 200 stubs a piece range so I can go all in, get some more of him come Friday. So those are the guys I'm invested in currently for this roster update period. I want to be transparent, show y'all what I got. Don't want to follow along with what I'm doing, and hey, you are free to do that. Show you that, hey, I invest as well. Sometimes I lose stubs as well too. That happens. Nobody's perfect, but if you want to follow along, invest in just the guys that I'm investing in as well, follow my path, you are free to do that. Some quick maths on what could happen in this update based off the numbers that I've invested currently. If everybody I'm invested in goes up 1 overall, I'd be sitting at 699,575 stubs. If everybody I'm invested in goes up just 2 overall, I'd be sitting at 1,051,125 stubs right now. So lots of opportunity for me to cash in a big way come this roster update, and that is with 400K in the bank right now that I will be putting into the market come Friday. So big time opportunity to cash in. This could be the roster update that sets us up for the rest of the year. If you got any questions about who I'm investing in or want to put somebody on my radar that you think I should invest in, hit me up down in the comment section below. I try to get back and respond to as many as possible as well. This isn't going to take the place of our roster update investments video that we usually have been doing on Saturdays. That's still going to come, where we do a little bit more of a deep dive into maybe some new names that I'm going to be looking at picking up as well based off how people have performed in the last week. This is just maybe who I'm showcasing, who I have right now, not necessarily looking forward at who could be a good investment in the future. As always though, y'all enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around.